Nicola, the on base or third base coach and assistant coach, and then over
On
there
base
Greg
coach.
Massey, the hitting coordinator and first baseman for the Y'alls. So fresh off of a Florence Y'alls win over the Grizzlies, how good does it feel, Chad?
It feels good. It feels good to be able to execute the way we need to and play our game and not have the miscues tonight. So playing pretty clean, even though we did overcome some mistakes. But I thought we stayed with our approach, facing a tough arm, and did what we needed to do. Like I say, always expect to win. And it was nice to see those expectations come to fruition.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you're right. I mean, facing a tough arm in T. Conrad. I know Presser was asking you about during the in-game interview. How are you liking those, by the way? In-game interviews.
I like them. We're 3 for 3 and shutdown innings right there. Three up, 3 downs, and then we faced four today when he was out there. So we had 3 clean innings when he's out there. So I might send him out
Yeah.
2 or 3 times a game.
Yeah, just a couple times a game.
Yeah.
I've seen him a lot last year, Frontier League Pitcher of the Week, reigning Frontier League Pitcher of the Week. But we were able to get to him and, um, put a few good bats on him, a few runs on him. It was the sixth inning where he allowed that two-run shot to Armani Smith that kind of took him out of the ball game, facing a little bit of rain there. But the offense able to attack such a good pitcher, which is always good to see. What do you like from the offense today? And just kind of competing against someone that does have that prowess.
Yeah, not worrying too much about who they're facing, but continuing to stick with the approach through and through. Lineup had to shift around. One thing we'll talk about is we lost Steven Rustic, had a late scratch, got picked up. So wait till that's official before we announce it. But we're excited for him. So we had a little last minute, not scramble, but it was like, all right, let's shift things around a little bit. Didn't change the game plan of anybody of where they were in the lineup, and we stuck to the approach of what we do against anybody who we're facing. So pitcher of the week or not, didn't really matter because he was pitcher of the week against another team, not us. So it didn't really factor into what I was even thinking about. But he was a tough arm. I mean, he's got a good, decent stuff. Got a different stroke, timing, rhythm type of guy. And slider in and out of the bottom of the zone. Heater had some good arm side run, like tough arm. And yeah, each time that lineup rolled over, I thought we had a little bit better recall, and we're ahead of the game more than he was. He was always playing chase. It felt like we had runners on base a couple innings, so kept him in stress. So you really get to see what a guy is when you're having those cruise games where you do kind of get pitcher of the week honors. Not saying they're easy, but if there's nobody on base and you're pitching free, those are completely different. You got guys in scoring position early, and you're having to pitch in stress. So we get to see a little bit more of his weapons early on, and now it kind of nullifies them as the lineup rolls over because we have got guys on base, and we did that tonight to him. And so I think that's what you see. Even out of good pitchers, a good offense grinds you down. We can get to you.
Yeah, it seemed like Conrad was always facing trouble there. We do got some people in here. If you guys have any questions, make sure to ask them in the chat. Pro Chicken and Amanya both say hi.
Hey,
Let's talk about our pitcher over there. Yeah. Evan Webster, what an outing from the big lefty there. Very, very good. 5 innings, allowing just 3 hits and 1 run. That's the second time he's looked good. This time the offense able to give him some more life and get him that win. What'd you like from Evan today in a good outing against Gateway?
I think he kind of took some stuff out of his first outing. I think he kind of tried to carry some of those things over to today, and then also us just kind of talking and working in his midweek pen. We just kind of worked on some things, and he took all that into the game today with him. Had a great pregame. I thought he looked relaxed. He was in a good rhythm. He was on time, and that showed in the game.
Yeah.
He controlled the zone. He got early contact when he needed it. He got some quick outs. So I think that was beneficial for both offensive and defensive purposes. I think getting guys on and off the field and getting them in the routine of getting back to the bat rack quick instead of grabbing their glove quick and going back out on the field.
Yeah, and I thought he was, he was able to fight off some of his hay. What up? What was it today? Was it pitch count? Was it third time through the order? Well, what got him out of the game?
I think that the goal is always, I think, to get 5 innings out of your starter. I think that's kind of like the baseline. And me and Chad both thought he had a good 5 innings and thought we were in a good spot with who we had in the pen available tonight, who we've got tomorrow, and we figured Evan, good 5. We'll pass the stick.
Guy in there was Jet Lotus warming up at one point in the eighth or in between? But obviously, you guys get that insurance run.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I think it's one of those things where you're just always prepping. You don't want to be caught with your pants down. You want to just be prepared for all situations. I don't think it's Jet knows. He's a backing guy. He's our ninth inning guy, so he's I think was just mentally preparing. If something happened and he had to kind of go out there and help Connor out, that was just kind of the game
We
plan I
had a
think
couple different
tonight.
options, right? I
Yeah.
mean, we had the other option we could have went to was Robbins for that eight. But to me, it was like, okay, 4 runs. We can use Mackay for two to finish it, and then we save Robbins and loads for the next day. They scored that 1 run, made it three, and I was like, all right, well, we already have Mackay in, so I trust him right now. He's already hot, not gonna burn another arm when I can still save Jet. But if the situation does come about where it turns into a long inning and the kind of opportunity presents itself again, then we would kind of get him going. But we ended up scoring that run. And I was like, yeah, because as a closer, that closer I did it too. It's like when it is a save up and you kind of that mindset ready to go, and you're like, but then we scored that run and it kind of takes you off the table
Yeah.
mentally. You're like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So mentally, didn't really give us much stress. But no, like it wasn't gonna be afraid to go to him, but I didn't want to burn Mackay for 2 days on one inning when I could have got two, and I trust him to finish the game.
there you go. Well, that's a good answer there. Let me get over on the offensive side of things. Plenty of things to talk about, but we finally got to speak to Blazo Saban in the post game show. You've talked about him before, but today finally able to go deep and go opposite field. What'd you like from Blaze? Obviously, you're the third base coach, so you have one of the best views.
Yeah, no, I think Blaze has just been executing his approach. He hasn't stopped doing it. I don't even think if I don't know what he said in the post game, but he didn't do it on purpose. He's been just trying to execute a backside barrel, and that one happened to go over the fence. He keeps doing that. He's going to keep finding a lot of success. And it started off with him going a little oppo barrel on the ground to get everything rolling, and then he goes backside. I think that's just what he's been doing all year. He's been capitalizing after that first AB. But yeah, no, Blazo Saban's hot. It's good to see him hot and starting off the game like that. It definitely gets the boys fired up.
Yeah, and then on the other side, the other big blast, Armani Smith, he gets his first home run of the season. Armani's been putting actually together a few good games in a row here. He's got an on base streak, a hitting streak. What have you liked from Armani, the big righty?
I liked him kind of simplifying everything. I think he had some ABs today with less stress other than the home run one. He put some barrels up the middle on the ground, which, as you can see with our team, that usually gets us rolling. So him getting two of those in, and then he ends up going backside on the barrel and ends up getting out in a good moment of the game. Definitely gave us some life. So no, I think he just needs to keep the same way Saban's doing it. Just keep the simple approach. Don't get too big, and whatever the guy gives you, that's what you take. You don't have to force nothing.
Yeah, all good things tonight. We also had multi-hit performances from Hector Nieves as well as Hank Zeisler. Who, let's talk about that a little bit. Hank getting out of a slump there. I know he was already poking fun of it. Hey, you guys didn't want to interview the guy that doubled his hit count in one game. So Hank able to get out of it. What did you see from Hank today?
I just saw him keep again. We've just been keeping our approach. I think he got his front foot down a lot earlier today, and swinging at pitches in the zone. He ends up getting fisted, but staying through center field. He gets that knock, and then obviously he gets the one early oppo, which was beautiful. He's just got to keep his approach. He's almost had a barrel in every game, even though you can call whatever he's been in a slump. He's hit a couple deep in the gaps where they're playing him perfect. So I just wanted to keep on keeping on, and it was good to see him get a little bit of luck out there with the baseball gods.
Perfect, perfect. I will, I guess, ask one thing, and it's anyone who can answer it. TJ Reeves, couple misplays in right field. Anything specific that you guys
Got it.
saw on those?
No, I think one,
Whoa.
the ball was absolutely hit so hard, and it just got done raining. If not, it was still sprinkling. And if you don't know about our field, we have the fastest turf probably in professional baseball. So when that ball's coming down off a pure backspin and it's a normal one hop, it is accelerating off that turf. So that's just what happened. Hit off the top of the glove, and it popped straight out. Another one in the rain too, a absolute laser beam he's backing up on. Hard to see. Glove gets in front of your eyes. But those balls were smacked in some weird areas, but fast turf, man. Nothing to worry about. TJ Reeves, rookie of the year last year. He's already made some great plays for us this year. It's just one of those weird games in a weird moment with the weather, and it happens like that. But TJ is going to be just fine.
Perfect. Yeah, I figured, especially the one that bounced might have been due to that wet turf, and obviously we got the buttery turf as well as what my favorite description of it. But let's talk tomorrow. Going for another series win here. Would love to put away the Gateway Grizzlies
Love
as we
it.
go on and face Washington at the end of the weekend. Yannick Villalobos out on the mound there against Alvaro de los Santos. What are you hoping to see from Villa tomorrow?
I continue on his start and be the leader of the staff, and got to see these guys for a couple games. Knows what they are, knows what they're trying to do, and go out there and pitch. Looking for him to pitch, move guys in and out when he needs to, up and down, and then back and forth. Like he knows how to do all those, and he's got a lot of confidence in himself. And I'm excited to get Quinones back behind the plate and have him in the lineup too. Um, and right now, Rory, I'm thinking about a replacement for Rustic. So that's what we're gonna get on this night tonight.
Probably expecting to see more of Bobo in the outfield, or
Yeah.
are you going to try and split maybe? I know we saw Nieves there in the exhibition, but probably just getting his bat there. I don't know. Like, how did you want to attack that?
Versatile man. Armani played outfield all minor leagues. So he's outfield option. Nieves is outfield option. Bobo's an outfield option. They all play third base. Nieves has been Hank's playing third base. Nieves has been really good at short. I got Javier's going to be perfectly fine Friday. He can play all over the field, and I like him at shortstop. So I'm very versatile. I'm happy with what I have, but I also do need a body to be able to help me out with some bench rolls and some stuff, and a guy that hopefully turns into um, a dude around these guys. Anybody comes in this environment is going to be better. So I'm looking for that guy right now, and hopefully we get the right one to fill in the shoes. Not going to replace a Rusty. Can't do it. But we can find somebody to groom to be a team piece.
And I think that's a big thing for these offensive players as well. First time the Y'alls have had a position player picked up in quite some time. It's possible. It's possible. I think that's something.
We got a
that,
couple guys that are getting looked at and have been all
Exactly.
year. Rusty's been at the top of that list, if not the top three of that list. So we saw it coming. So we've been having to try and keep guys in the back pocket because we knew we might lose three of these guys. We might lose them quick. We lost two in the first 10 games. So plugging holes, baby.
Absolutely, absolutely. Jay Timothy's going to end it with saying hi. We are saying bye here on the
What up?
post game show, but important with a Y'alls win, 6-3 over the Gateway Grizzlies tomorrow. We'll do it again. By the way, how'd you guys like that wrestling before? I don't know if you guys.
Awesome.
I loved it.
Awesome.
Pretty cool.
Loved it.
So cool, man.
Yeah.
I really
That was very
liked it.
cool.
Sweet.
They were in it too. Like,
Oh,
it
they're
was-
all about it.
They were getting active. It was awesome.
So yeah, I think we're trying to do a little promo with them or like help boost that thing. I like it.
Yeah. No, that was
cool.
super cool. I just want to be the ref for one of them. That's what I want.
Let's make it
Be the
happen.
ref. I think one of the kids was like a high school ref today. It was.
Let's
He
make
looked
it
young.
happen. Let's
I
make
would
that
love
happen.
to be out there, but no, that was exciting. You can look for that on future Wednesdays. Tomorrow, the first Thirsty Thursday here at Thomas More Stadium. We'll catch you then live on Home Team Network. Thank you for joining us on the post game show.